Hello everyone and welcome to another LEGO Star Wars review. Today we're going to take a look at a battle pack from the 2015 range of LEGO Star Wars products, and in today's review we're going to take a look at this one. This is set number 75089 and it is the Geonosis Troopers battle pack. A very cool set, really nice design, and it's actually one of LEGO's own creations. This particular set and the troopers included don't actually appear anywhere in Star Wars canon. You know, LEGO have just put this one together themselves and it really does the job. I'm a really big fan of this set, like with most of the battle packs, and yeah, it's a really cool, fun little design. Retails for $11.99, as most of you guys will already know with the battle packs range, and this particular set does consist of 105 pieces. Now, I was actually lucky enough to get this set on discount recently. Walked into my local Asda, saw the sticker on the front of the box, and got this one for just £6, which is an absolute steal in my book. Really nice price for this set, and I was even tempted to pick up two. But obviously, we only need one for the purposes of this review. So let's jump in to the set itself. Obviously this is the box that it comes in. We've got some really nice artwork on the front of the box, and of course some feature shots on the back which give you a look at what this particular set has in store. As you can see from the image on the top of the box, we do get 4 unique minifigures in this set. We get 2 Geonosis styled Airborne Troopers and a couple of regular camo Clone Troopers as well. So without further ado, let's take a look at those figures. And we'll kick things off with this guy, who is my favourite figure in the set, and it is the Geonosis themed Airborne Trooper. Now obviously this particular sculpt and style of Clone Trooper is borrowed from the 212th Attack Battalion battle pack that was released in 2014. Obviously it's just an Airborne Trooper but given a camouflage deco so that he fits in with his Geonosian surroundings. And what I really like about this guy is the helmet. He's got a very cool design going on there. Very unique, very cool. And you've got some great printed detailing on this one. Got the camouflage printed on the helmet and all those breathing vents and ports. And then on the torso and legs you've got more camouflage, and of course all the armour plating, as well as an ammo strap just along the front there. That printing does continue around the back of the figure. And the helmets are of course removable, and they reveal a human portrait underneath. Now the weapons that are included with these particular minifigures are indeed the stud firing shooters, so they're not the most screen accurate weapons, but again for the purposes of playability, and obviously with these battle packs primarily being aimed at kids, they are a fun little accessory to include. And obviously you fire the trigger on the top and the stud will fire out. So that is the Airborne Trooper. Next up we have a regular Geonosis Trooper, and this guy is of course depicted in his Phase 2 armour. Once again this is a mere repaint of the 212th Battalion Clone Trooper from 2014. Obviously features the Phase 2 helmet with that same camouflage printing seen on the Airborne Trooper. Again the helmet is removable, so you've got a human portrait underneath. As you can see, we've got a couple of different expressions throughout these troopers. And that printing once again continues around the back of the figure. Once again we have a stud shooter included with this guy. And there's some more stud firing action going on with the actual set itself. So we'll take a look at that in just a little bit. But for now, those are the troopers. Very cool indeed. And once again, like with most of the battle packs from the LEGO Star Wars range, these are really great for army building. So there we go, those are the Clone Troopers involved in this battle pack. Now let's take a look at the set itself, and as I said at the beginning of the review, the main focus of this set is this very cool looking walker. Now there's a really cool feature hidden within this one, but I'll give you a look at that in just a little bit. Before I do, I'll just give you a rundown of the overall vehicle, how it looks and what it does. Now, as you'll see just at the back there where the Clone Troopers are seated, you do have a little bit of storage for a couple of those stud shooters. And obviously you've got a seating area there for 2 Clone Trooper minifigures. The legs, of course, operate on a hinge mechanism. They are hinged at the top, just there, and also at the knee and ankle. And you've also got this really huge stud shooter going on just underneath the main body of the walker. Now this is activated by a switch at the back which you rotate, and each of those studs will fire out. Now I had a little bit of difficulty getting them to fire on a rotation. I could only get one or two to fire at once, but hopefully for the purposes of this review and for the purposes of looking cool, they're all going to do it all at once when I try it now, so bear with me while I do this. But again, you just turn that switch or lever or knob, whatever you want to call it, hidden at the back there. There we go, that looks cool. Awesome, it did the job. You just turn that clockwise and all of those studs will fire out. Now obviously those studs have gone all over the place, so LEGO have had the initiative to include extra ammo, which is awesome. You know, always appreciate that. You've got a decent number of studs there to disconnect and reattach to your walker, and again it does create a really cool look for this particular vehicle. So this is a great diorama piece, a very fun build overall, but again if you're building a sort of huge battle display or diorama, this one will look really cool in that. It's a nice design, really cool build, and I highly recommend it. So once again, there is a link down below in the video description where you can purchase this set and add it to your own collection. And once again, I highly recommend you do, because this is an awesome, fun little set. And like with most of the battle packs in the 2015 range, it is highly recommended, especially for you Clone Trooper fans out there. So that's going to do it for this review on set number 75089. Once again, the Geonosis Troopers Battle Pack. And I hope you've enjoyed having a look at it. I'll be back to give you a look at some more Black Series figures in my next few reviews. We're going to take a look at some 6-inch figures next. So some really cool stuff to look forward to there. And in the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this particular review. And as I mentioned, I'll be back very soon with many more. So until then, as always, thank you for watching, keep collecting, and may the Force be with you.